Hi everyone. Back to script unlocked. A girl was found dead and the autopsy results said that she was marketed before being killed. Knowing that, the girl's father, devastated, found out the teenagers who did that to his child. He searched secretly to avenge the pain he felt. So how the case actually happened, we will immediately find out in the complete storyline of Hovering Blade 2024. At the beginning of the story, we are shown the harmony of the relationship between a father and his daughter after the death of his wife. Lei Changfeng lives alone with his daughter. Le Xian, while having breakfast, his father sees the graffiti on Qian's arm and scolds him. After finishing breakfast, Changfeng takes Qian to the station because Qian will go to school with his friends by train while they are on their way arguing. Because Qian wanted to keep a dog while Changfeng disagreed. After that, Qian got out of the car to go to the station after school. Qian, instead of going home, he had fun with his friends until the evening because he was worried that the day was cloudy. Changfeng sent a message to Li Qian to come home soon, but Qian lied by replying to the message that he was almost home that night. It was raining quite heavily after separating from his friend. Jen immediately went home while walking alone. There was a car following him on the other side. Changing had arrived home because he didn't see Ian. Changing immediately contacted his son, but Ian's cell phone was not active. Angeng then contacted. His friend's parents had gone to the house K from his daughter the next day. A body was found on the riverbank. A police officer named Liang Jian immediately came to the crime scene. A young police officer named Zhao He took Jian to the place where the body was found. Jian believed that the body had died before 36 hours. A few moments after that, Jiandani called and took Changfeng to the police station to see the body that was found. That's because Changfeng had previously reported his daughter missing. Arriving at the room, Changfeng saw the graffiti on the body's arm, the same as Qian's. Applause. Music. A few moments after that, Jian interrogated Changfeng. Changfeng said that Qian didn't have a boyfriend and he didn't know how Qian could be in the river. Jian said that the reason for Qian's death would be known after the forensic examination results. Changfeng then went home to wait for the forensic results. The next day, Changfeng came to the police station and begged to be able to accompany his daughter. Changfeng continued to be at the police station to wait for the forensic results. Time passed until finally the forensic examination results came out, and the results showed that before Chen died, she had been sexually abused. There were bruises on her hands and feet. Her vagina was torn and there were 2 sperm in her body. Chen was also given illegal drugs in excess of the dose and many injections in her body that caused her death. Jian advised her to tell Changfeng the forensic results after they solved this case, because Changfeng would definitely not be able to accept it. After that, Jian met Changfeng. It was seen that Changfeng was still very shocked by the death of his daughter. Jian then gave his business card to Changfeng. The next day, Jian and Hai investigated the location, the discovery of Qian's body from... The investigation is estimated that the perpetrator is a new person and has no criminal record that night. The police replayed the CCTV footage on the road. They found a white minibus whose license plate was covered with tape. Jian ordered to look. For the young man on the other side, there was a man named Luo Jicha, who was cleaning the white minibus. Jiang then found Xian's cell phone in the minibus. Right at that time, the police came. Jiang immediately put Qian's cell phone and immediately went into the house while the police interrogated his father. Jikang went into his room and tested the door. He remembered the incident that night, where while waiting in the car, he and his friends saw Qian, who came home alone. They then followed Qian. When Qian walked in a quiet place, he was blocked by Yu and Wang Tanioku, then smothered Qian and put him in their minibus, then took Qian to a house around the pier. They wanted to record the moment when it was seen that Jiang was afraid, right? At that time, Jikang's father called after finishing the call. Jikang wanted to go home immediately because his father told Jiang to take the minibus. Xu then threatened Jiang to watch his mouth because he was part of this gang too, even though he didn't rape Qian. Jiang immediately left the house, while the two men raped Qian while recording it on the other side. Chang Feng remembered his time together with his daughter. He still couldn't accept his daughter's death, while Jiang saw the news on television broadcasting about Chang Feng, reporting his daughter who disappeared on the evening of August 25th while returning from Sunbi Station, and her daughter's body was found on the morning of August 27th in the river a few moments. After that, Jiang was beaten by Tan Sao. Jiang said that he had nothing to do with this murder case. Chiu threatened Jichang. If the police interrogated him, Jichang had to say that he was alone, wandering around the station after separating from the two of them. Jiang then opened Qian's cell phone and looked for Qian's father's contact on the other side. Chang Feng got a message from Qian's cell phone, which said that the perpetrators were Xu and Wang Tanyo, who lived at Nangpingba Pier number 4, and the house key was behind the lamp. After reading the message, Chang Feng tried to contact Jian, but Jian didn't answer. Chang Feng went to the house alone and managed to find the key behind changing the lamp, immediately entered the house while checking the house. Changing immediately hid. At that time, Changing found a bag belonging to Changing. Interrogating him initially, Jiang did not dare to speak because he was afraid. But Jian said that if the perpetrator was caught, Jiang would be safe. Jiang also told that Xiu lived with his brother. Gangzi on the other side. Chang Feng had arrived at Shaping. He then rented a house owned by a woman named Hijia, while Jiang was scolded by his father for having dealings with the police. But Jiang was angry again at his father, because all this time, his father did not care about him. Jichang also did not know anything about Qian's death at the police station. I got 3 rape victims from the video recording that was found. One victim named Linu, but her parents said Linu was on vacation with her friend. Another victim named Wang He. Wang He's father had confirmed that it was his daughter's video, but Wang He had committed suicide a month ago. Right at that time, Xiu's parents came to the police station. Xiu's parents are rich people and tried to close this case by giving a statement that Xiu could not have done that. But Jian and Hai will continue this case when Xiu's parents left the room. They were attacked by Wang He's father. Jian succeeded to stop him. Wang He's father said that his daughter was afraid of needles since she was little, and she committed suicide by jumping from a tall building. Jian tried to calm her down a few moments after that. Jian remembered the incident 10 years ago, where he handled a case of beating by several teenagers that killed a teenager. However, because the perpetrators were children under the age of 14, they were not punished. On the other hand, Chang Feng was looking at the files on the flash drive that were taken earlier. He saw several videos of Tanso and Xiu. Chang Feng also took Tano's cell phone to the technician to unlock it, but couldn't. Finally, Chang Feng returned home and saw another video. Chang Feng finally got a clue to the location that Xu had visited, namely the Fugi workshop at the police station. Jian had already gotten a clue about Gangzi, who had a workshop in Shaping. The police team immediately searched for the location of the workshop. Meanwhile, Chang'eng had arrived at the workshop. He broke in to meet Gangzi and asked about Xiu. However, Gangzi had no intention of telling Apun and pushed Chang Feng. Chang then saw a DVD cassette with the words "High School Girl" written on it. At the train station, a fight ensued. Chang'eng succeeded. Knocking them both out, he then attacked one of the men, but Gangzi pointed a gun at Chang'eng. Chang'eng then sprayed the 2 men, then hit the other man until he fainted. Jiang Peng tried to grab the gun from Gangzi. Chang Feng asked where Xiu. Gangzi said that Xiu was in an abandoned hotel in the eastern suburbs. Chang Feng didn't kill Gangzi. He just took the gun, and bullets then left the place on the other side. Hijam saw the news about Chang Feng, who was a murder suspect because of revenge for the rape and murder of his daughter Ija, then entered the house that Chang Feng rented and saw the map that Chang Feng had marked and the video of Qian's marketing on the laptop that night. The police had arrived at the Fugi Jandan High workshop, had also searched the place, and the place was the headquarters for making pornographic videos, and drugs were found. They also saw CCTV, where Chang Feng left the place while carrying a gun. Jan also directed the police to immediately look for Chang Feng on the other side. Chang Feng arrived at his rented house. He realized there was who had entered his house when he opened the door. It turned out that Hija was in front of the door. Changing asked Hija not to report him to the police until he left here. Hija also did not report him to anyone. Hija and Changing then chatted. Hija said that her daughter would definitely want Changing to continue his life well and not take revenge because the police would definitely find the perpetrator. Hijam asked Chang Feng to turn himself in. Chang Feng said that the perpetrator would be free in a few years and would get his life back, while his daughter would never come back again. On the other hand, he managed to find the location of Hai's abandoned hotel that Gang Zi said from one of the video recordings. He immediately told Jan that Chang Feng also found the location of Hai's hotel via the internet. He also prepared to go to the location so as not to be seen by the police. Haija helped take Chang Feng by using his car on the side. Another Jan and the other police have arrived at the Yihei hotel, while the car driven by Hija has to stop because the road is buried by a landslide to get to their destination. They have to turn back to the Waihishi hotel. The police split up looking for clues there while checking the hotel building.